Today on Mercedes Garage, special tools for your older Mercedes and newer Mercedes Part 2 on Mercedes Garage. Hi and welcome back to another episode of Mercedes Garage. Today we'll be talking about part 2 of special tools needed for older Mercedes-Benzes. And as I was digging through my manuals, I found this, and this is the maintenance manual starting in the model year 1981. It's also in the service manuals, shows which special tools. It has a Mercedes part number, and you could probably either look it up online or call a Mercedes dealer, and hopefully the tool is available somehow, some way still. For example, well, here's one. Here's that belt tensioner I was telling you about on the previous video, to test your belts. Let's see what else. I'll show you that how to adjust your windshield washer. Just 1 second. So here's how you do the correct spray pattern with your windshield washer. Remember we were talking about that previous video. And I'll just show you one more here. Just bear with me. I just saw it. For example, here's how to change the oil, and it shows you the tools up here that you need. So like I said, you could find out which special tools you need based on the service manuals. Should tell you which special tools you need and the equivalent Mercedes part number, and you could put that in the internet and you could find out which tool you need to do the job. As I was saying, there's a wheel bearing kit to do on a 123. I think it's also on a 126. It's shaped like this with a little spike in the middle that turns the wheel hubs for the rear. That's a special tool. They're around. You could get that on BAME Tools, sells that. So there's different suppliers out there. eBay, you could find some, but hopefully if they're used, try to get one that has not been that abused, that's still functional, because you don't want to spend, I don't know, we'll say $75, $80 for a used tool and find out that it doesn't work or it's broken. So therefore you'll be out of luck and not be able to do the job, and you'll have a tool that's $100 and not working well. So that's a briefish video today. We'll talk about tools for new cars too, which this manual doesn't have. The newer ones, that would be the CD version of the WIS, which is the Mercedes Workshop manual. It's on 5 or 6 DVDs that you could see the special tools. It's basically the same as in the main that I just showed you. That it shows you the part number, the Mercedes tool part number, and it will show you a picture of what that tool is. So that's one way to do it. For a newer Mercedes, get yourself a torque set. That's the T30, T35, and I'll show a picture of what those look like. Also the star pattern, which is I call them a reverse Torx. It looks just like a Torque. Not to be don't confuse hex and Torx. It's two different things. And that's on, I would say, late 90s, early 2000 Mercedes and newer will all be that Torque. And there's one other tool, and forgive me for not knowing the name of it offhand. It looks like this. It's not a wire cutter, so don't confuse it with a wire cutter. It looks like a wire cutter. You need that, and on a future video, when we do the air filter change on the W166, you need this tool to open it both opens the clamp and it closes the clamp. So if you open it, it will spring the clamp open, and it will also close the clamp to take off the snorkel on a W1, on a GLE, or previously an ML. We'll show you that on a future video. And I'll show you the tool now, which will be here with a photo. It's just like it's a $10 or $12 tool that you could buy on Amazon, and it will make that job a lot easier than trying to push that together with either a needle nose pliers or trying to put it together and end up breaking the accordion air intake than not putting the clamp back on. So another special tool for a newer car would be an OBD2 reader or scanner. We'll get into that. Hopefully I could get one. There's several different ones. We'll talk about that in a later video, because without an OBD2 scanner on a new car, you're essentially dead in the water. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get anywhere very quickly. So if you're having any newer Mercedes, we'll say 96 to now, buy an OBD2 scanner. Which ones? I never had one. I never used one. So that will be an interesting future video, because hopefully it'll be a birthday present. So that's about it. And as you can see, I'll try to get up here. You can see right there, I got punched in the eye in a fight because I criticized somebody's Mercedes. No, that's just a bad April Fool's joke. I have an eye infection. So, so that was a little bit of an April Fool's joke. I do have an eye infection, but the punching in the face because I said something about somebody's Mercedes is not true. That's just an April Fool's joke. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. Thank you for the 39 subscribers. It helps the channel. Keep the channel going. Share. comment, please, and keep watching and keep motoring in your Mercedes-Benz. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.